The circle of friends for my mom was a profound experience. She was alive, excited. You'd call her on the phone and she'd tell you what she'd done.
She loves it here. She tells everyone she loves it here. And she loves the people here. And the caring and understanding of each staff member here, I've never seen one person that doesn't show that.
The thing that gives me the greatest joy is that my mom is happy. She is stimulated. She's not alone. She has things to look forward to. She's excited about things.
They do a remarkable job of reaching individualized needs while providing a stimulating program and making it fun, socialization. And they are invaluable.
Aging is inevitable, and memory loss is a part of that. Memory loss and physical decline are tied to quality of life. How we think about the quality of life, especially the people in our lives that we love, is becoming more and more important.
Belmont Village culture is a culture that is dedicated to older adults and the idea that as an older adult, you're still an important, vital part of life and of your community. You need some assistance in order to stay vital, in order to have that same vitality. So we provide the assistance that you need in order to maintain living, being alive. The accent is really on the living, assisted living. The accent's on the living.
The search for an environment whose mission is to extend quality of life with programs based on valid research can be daunting. Belmont Village founder Patricia Will needed this kind of help for her own mother-in-law. What evolved from that search was Belmont Village, a well-rounded, welcoming experience committed to maintaining healthy brain function. Belmont Village provides a broad continuum of care, including secured memory care. But a key to Belmont Village's nationally recognized assisted living services is Circle of Friends, an award-winning and proprietary program exclusive to Belmont Village. Circle of Friends uses the most up-to-date information on the treatment of mild cognitive impairment or mild to moderate dementia.
The Circle of Friends is a program designed for a small group of people who are at a homogeneous or a similar functional level of memory decline. So they're either at a very mild level or a moderate level. And they are in a day of programming, 7 days a week, that's very structured. Every hour is designed and structured in a way that's very fun. It has to be fun or they won't do it. But that is designed to maintain their mental functioning, their physical functioning, and their social functioning at the highest possible level.
We have also found that Circle of Friends actually re-energizes our residents. We actually can build a greater and more confident resident, building self-esteem through their engagement and participation through a structured program, which is also guided by the leadership of our enrichment leaders that allow our residents to engage in meaningful and purposeful activities and allowing them to build friendships and new connections within the life of the community.
Even if you have a little dab of dementia, even if you have a fair amount of dementia, well, that's all right. You can still be a vital part of your community, you can still have friends, you can still celebrate life, and you can still have a sense of your own identity recognized and enjoyed.
Circle of Friends is a key part of our commitment to whole brain fitness, a spectrum of techniques and programs that stretch memory and cognitive function, but also promotes physical fitness and socialization skills.
Whole brain fitness is a mission of Belmont Village. It's really behind everything that we do. And we like whole brain fitness because it does emphasize the brain as well as the heart, as well as the body. It emphasizes all those elements and it emphasizes the social experience. So that is our particular term for what we do, for what is behind everything that we do at Belmont.
Part of Belmont Village's commitment to whole brain fitness is a biannual cognitive assessment of each of our residents to make sure that our programs are on track An example is the clock drawing test. A resident is asked to draw a clock showing 11:15. Prior to involvement in the circle of friends, this resident is confused by the minutes portion of 11:15. After several months in the circle of friends, the resident is now often correct. Belmont Village continually evaluates our programs to make sure they are up to date and effective.
So we do an extensive array of assessments. And the assessments include not only the cognitive assessments, not only how the brain is working, but also the level of participation.
The data actually indicated that we were able to maintain higher cognitive function in approximately 50% of the participants.
In senior living, we know that people have mild cognitive impairment, but no one has been able, like Belmont Village, to be able to create a program designed from research, designed to address the 6 domains of the brain and the whole brain fitness. No one else has been able to do that.
Providing the best possible experience at Belmont Village, while also understanding and leading therapeutic structured whole brain activities, requires a very special kind of professional, highly trained and vetted staff.
One element that distinguishes our program from other programs that I've seen is the quality of our leaders. We call them enrichment leaders. First of all, we audition them. We don't just interview them. We audition them because they have to have a special skill set, a very strong ability to relate to a group. You have to have someone who's able to actually understand the therapeutic goals of this program. There's not a labor pool who already knows that in advance. So we have a very in-depth, intensive training program.
As an enrichment leader, my job is kind of just to work with the residents and to get them out of the room and have them involved in doing something throughout the day. And so my job is to get them to interact with me, interact with other people in the building, and kind of feeling free to express themselves and do things like that.
Our enrichment leaders have college educations, and they go through extensive training and they become certified. We want to know that they have that gift of being able to be kind, but also provide our residents with the Just Right challenge, to give them that feeling of accomplishment, but to push a little bit so their cognition stays where it can be for as long as it can be.
We train our enrichment leaders to recognize the Just Right challenge for the residents.
A knowledgeable, motivated staff of enrichment leaders is fundamental to the care of Belmont Village's residents. But the techniques and programs that they rely on every day must be based on proven research. To develop and continue to refine our programs, Belmont Village has partnered with leading research institutions and universities such as UCLA, USC, Cornell, Vanderbilt, University of Texas, and the University of Houston.
Scientific findings are very important in helping us understand the process of what is happening and the potential of what we can do. But someone has to take those findings and actually translate them into a program.
The types of activities that we put in the calendar needed to follow the specific research-led 6 domains of mental fitness. The 6 domains that are incorporated into the activity calendar are actually proprietary to Belmont Village. No other calendar in our industry. Again, we are in the forefront of program development, and we are the only ones who actually do incorporate the 6 domains of mental fitness each and every day, 365 days a year.
The 6 domains that we developed, first and foremost, the domain of critical thinking. That one is a domain that's particularly important because that's your ability to problem solve, to make decisions. It's really the seat of your personality.
During the critical thinking exercises, the group reasons, organizes facts, understands ideas, and defends points of view. A debate within the group helps exercise critical thinking abilities.
Since we are in a drought, if we ever want to get out of this drought, perhaps it would be smart to use landscaping like this, xeriscaping. Do you think there should be a law?
Yes.
We talk about all kinds of provocative issues. We encourage it. We want our residents to debate and have intellectual conversations. We want to encourage critical thinking. We want them to engage in the socialization, to be able to organize their ideas, to be able to express their ideas, and to be able to further enhance their cognition, their functioning, and their joy.
Another domain that's very, very important is a domain that uses your mind and body simultaneously. This is one that's primarily works best in, for example, a dance format, dancercise, something where you have body movement and you have to use your memory.
Aside from the brain being stimulated to remember specific movements, the domain of mind-body, using music and routines, is also fun for the group to participate in.
The dance exercise was based on the bluegrass country music, and I figured, how do we motivate those residents to be like a cowboy? Because it was based on a story. So I figured the determination is, yes, I'm gonna. So we decided with the clap, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go on with my life. That was the tap. And then the moving of the arms, that was like a galloping horse. And then I told them that when you move to the right and to the left, that was symbolizing that, yes, I'm free. And for them to be able to memorize it easily, I associated them with those 5 steps with letter A, B, C, D, and E.
Okay, very good, cowboys. Ready for the D. Hands up, I'm free. Woo! Yes, yes. Freedom. I won't brood. Very good. Okay, ready to get your hella? Put up your hat with pride and lasso it like a cowboy. When they move, they move and they dance with it. It develops their motor cortex of the brain. And not only that, it kind of helps them with their self-esteem. You know, when you're able to dance together, it makes you feel good.
We have a sequencing step domain, a domain that is a step-by-step processing, which also incorporates speed of processing and following directions. That's a very important domain.
This step-by-step sequencing complements whole brain fitness by stretching each group member to follow directions, using their creative expression, while exercising their motor coordination.
Today I'm doing the domain of step-by-step sequencing, and we're making a guitar. So we're taking something simple as a Kleenex box, and we're going to make it into a guitar using 3 components here. We've got what we will use as the body, the stem, and then of course we've got the handle. These 3 items will now make a beautiful guitar, which our residents will decorate as they wish, putting their own little personality to it. So Dottie, I'm going to place it in front. I know sometimes it's a little difficult for you to see, so I'm going to place this right next to you. Here is your foam stick, and you're going to take that brown paint and just stroke it across the top and on the sides, okay? And Janice, you've really covered quite a bit of your Kleenex box. That's looking great. Why did you choose red?
I chose red because it makes a lot of noise.
Okay, I like it. You're right, no one can miss red.
Then we have a domain of learning something new. It's important to learn something, for example, a new vocabulary, learning to use new words. Something that's not just learning about geography or learning about the world, but learning maybe a language, some words of another language. This is very good for your mental processes.
Learning new things are a vital part of the 6 domains.
All right, so today we're going to do something special because it is Earth Day. Earth Day. And I wanted to do something different, and I wanted us all to learn something. So I was reading, and all of a sudden this word popped up that I had never seen, and it's just kind of a cool word because it starts with X. So I want to write it for you and see if any of you have ever seen or read this word, X.
Xeriscape.
There you go.
Xeriscape.
Xeriscape. Scape is a large area, right? You sometimes hear of like a tablescape, a seascape, a moonscape, a landscape. Xeriscape, this word, is a Greek word that means dry. So it's a dry landscape. We want our residents to be able to lead the class, to be able to get to know each other and be able to learn from each other. So the enrichment leaders are specialized in knowing when to jump in, when to jump out, and how to engage everyone who's participating.
And then we have long-term memory. We want to also go back to long-term memory. And these are not just pleasant reminiscing. We're not talking just about reminiscing. We're talking about how to remember specifically, for example, your American history, which we all hopefully learned in school, but rapidly forgot. Well, now we need to go back and bring, you want to do recall of those rather specific events.
Circle of Friends exercises long-term memory and group discussions, helping the individual recall knowledge and memories gained long ago.
So we're doing long-term memory, that's our domain for today, and we're going to be covering artists and music from the 1940s all the way to the present. That'll cover jazz, rock and roll, many of our favorites, as well as hip-hop. So it'll bring the residents from the past all the way to the future.
And of course, I had to do this for Joan. Who is that, Joan? Willie Nelson, yes. So it's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Whiskey. Maurice, have you heard whiskey?
Whiskey, yes.
Is it creek or river? River, that's right. And On the Road. That's right. Probably our all-time favorite.
And then the final area that's quite important for mental functioning is the analytic thinking. Now this would be mathematics, would be really an example of that. But there's a lot of very good games that you can do, that you can use, that develop that kind of analytic thinking process.
Circle of Friends uses time-tested exercises to promote problem-solving and analytical thinking. For instance, word games, shape matching, and in this case, the mathematics of music.
Plus 1/2, plus 1/2, and another 1/2. Okay, 1/2 plus 1/2 is what? Is 1. Okay, 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. 1 and 1. So how much is the answer? 2. Very good. All right, we're doing good.
I was very impressed with them because they were able to analyze the note values, and then they were able to solve how many notes does it take to put in a measure. So this is actually looking to the problem-solving skills and the analytical. Math is a little hard, so if you're able to solve those math values and put math into music, you feel good about yourself too. So
in setting up a program like the Circle of Friends, in implementing it, in creating it, in having it under your roof, it is a very big commitment. It is a total corporate commitment. It's a commitment to the quality and the goals. It's a commitment to having the right staff. It's a commitment to having a supportive environment, a physical environment. It's just a total commitment, and you can't cut corners.
Understandably, many different companies want to do what we're doing, but they don't have the depth of knowledge, they don't have the research, they don't have the people invested, they don't have the staff to be able to do it. I've never seen people so passionate about what they do.
Our staff of enrichment leaders are carefully vetted and trained. Being caretakers is not enough. Belmont Village's Circle of Friends has been nationally recognized for helping shape industry standards, earning top honors such as the Argentum Best of the Best in Memory Care Award and the George Mason University Healthcare Quality Improvement Award. Everything we do, from nutrition and clinical support to physical and mental fitness, learning and social interaction, is devoted to the objective of successful aging.
I'm Rebecca Schmidt, and I am the wife of Maurice Schmidt, who is a member of Circle of Friends at Belmont Village. After he retired, the amount of work he did slowed down and lessened appreciably to virtually nothing. And that was like a death to me. It was so sad. Now that we're here, new residents, and we can be together, I'm not in Circle of Friends, but we can be together and live live as husband and wife and not have to be separated, and he could be in a program that worked with the cognition.
Circle of Friends is that the people, they're open, and it's easy to converse, and they like to talk about what they've done in their lives, as I do.
Circle of Friends has been a game changer in that it has gotten Maurice the brain stimulation he needs on a daily basis, together with, which is so remarkable, the socialization. And he recently had an art show of 26 portraits, and he's back doing his artwork.
Take the tour. Sit in on the Circle of Friends for half a day. Watch how wonderful the enrichment leaders are and what all activities they do each and every day. See how social they will come out of their shells, and they will just visit with all the other residents and join in as a team.
It makes me happy to know that I can have fun and do the right thing. For instance, I can play games here and still stimulate my brain.
What really makes this place so special are the staff. They are the most kind, loving, warm, supportive people I have ever come across. They have a calling, and they speak to her. She feels good, she feels validated, she feels like she can do it. They'll work with her, they'll make her feel good, and she'll be happy. And for her to have happy days means everything to me. And that's why we're here.
I don't just like the Circle of Friends program, I love it. I have sat in on their activities, and I am just fascinated. Mom was vibrant and alive, and I think it's because of I know it's because of the Circle of Friends activities that bring them together, that get them excited about learning. It's just tremendous.
Well, I'm glad you're here too, because I think it's the best place for you to live. You get lots of things to do, lots of good food, lots of good care, and lots of stimulation to keep you busy all day.
That's right. I can highly recommend this place. It's never boring. It's always interesting and fun, and I highly recommend it.